Ever stare at a blank page, feeling stuck? You're not alone. We blame ourselves, try new planners and apps, but the cycle continues. The real struggle isn't laziness. It's a hidden battle within our nervous system. Understanding this is the first step to real change. Let me propose a radical idea. If you can't focus or start tasks, it might be your body, not your mind, holding you back. Your body is the vehicle, and if it isn't running properly, pressing the accelerator won't help. Your body, especially your nervous system, is constantly assessing for threats. Stress hormones flood your body, preparing you to fight or flee. An unsafe body can't focus on long-term goals or creativity. Your body isn't sabotaging you, it's trying to save you. Understanding this completely changes the conversation around productivity and goal achievement. It shifts the focus away from blame and shame and towards compassion and curiosity. Instead of asking, "What's wrong with me?" we can start to ask, "What is my body trying to tell me?" This new perspective frees us from the exhausting cycle of trying to overpower our own biology with brute force. It shows us that the path to consistent action is not through more hustle, but through more safety. The secret to unlocking your potential isn't to push harder against the resistance, but to understand the source of the resistance and gently soothe it. The very first step on this new path is incredibly simple, yet profoundly powerful. It begins with reconnecting with the body you've been at war with. Take a moment right now. Breathe deeply into your belly, allowing it to expand fully like a balloon. Feel the solid ground beneath your feet, supporting your weight. Place a hand on your heart and silently tell your body that it's okay, that it is safe in this present moment. This isn't just a feel-good exercise, it's a direct line of communication with your nervous system. These small, conscious acts of grounding send a powerful signal to your brain that the threat has passed and that it's safe to stand down from high alert. This process of learning to regulate your nervous system is the most effective productivity hack you'll ever find. When your body feels safe, your nervous system can move from a state of fight or flight into a state of rest and digest. In this regulated state, your body can finally relax. Your heart rate slows, your breathing deepens, and your mind clears. The parts of your brain responsible for creativity, problem-solving, and focus come back online. This is the biological state where consistent, meaningful action becomes not only possible, but natural. A calm and regulated nervous system is the foundation upon which all of your goals can be built. We're taught to worship willpower, seeing it as the key to success. From childhood, we're praised for self-control and blamed for our failures. Our heroes are those who push through pain and exhaustion, celebrated for their iron will. But this focus ignores the complex web of factors shaping our behavior. Maybe willpower isn't the superpower we think. The famous Marshmallow test seemed to prove willpower predicts success. But new research shows it's not about innate self-control. It's about trust and environment. Children from stable homes wait because they trust the promise. For others, taking the marshmallow now is simply smart. The Marshmallow test shows our choices depend on feeling safe. As adults, even with strong goals, stress can make our bodies override our intentions. When we're anxious or overwhelmed, our bodies seek quick comfort, not long-term success. Procrastination isn't weakness, it's your body's way of coping. Your body just wants to keep you safe. Psychologists once believed willpower was like a muscle that could run out, leaving us empty at the end of a long day. But new science shows it's really our nervous system getting overwhelmed and exhausted. So, instead of pushing harder, focus on recharging and caring for your system. To understand why you feel stuck, look at your nervous system. your body's intelligent control center. It tirelessly manages everything, asking, "Am I safe?" and shaping how you feel, think, and act. To change how you feel, learn to speak your nervous system's language: breath, sensation, and safety. Your nervous system has two main branches: the sympathetic, your body's accelerator for fight or flight, and the parasympathetic, your brake for rest and recovery. The sympathetic system mobilizes energy for emergencies. The parasympathetic calms you, helping you rest, digest, and heal. For a long time, we thought the story of our nervous system ended with those two opposing forces: fight or flight and rest and digest. However, groundbreaking work by Dr. Stephen Porges has given us a much more nuanced and useful map, known as the polyvagal theory. This theory introduces a third type of nervous system response, one that is crucial for understanding why we get stuck. It suggests that our rest and digest system actually has two distinct pathways, one ancient and one more modern, leading to three possible states we can be in at any given time, arranged in a hierarchy. At the very top of this hierarchy is our most evolved state, which Porges calls ventral vagal. This is our state of safety and social engagement. When we are here, our parasympathetic nervous system is in charge, but in a specific way that promotes connection. Our heart rate is calm but responsive. We can read facial cues, our voice has a pleasant tone, and we feel open, curious, and connected to the world and to others. This is the biological state where we learn, create, and thrive. It is the state where we have the full capacity to focus on our goals, because our body feels fundamentally safe and supported. If our nervous system detects a cue of danger, it shifts down the ladder into the familiar sympathetic state of fight or flight. This is our mobilized state, full of anxious energy. We are ready for action, but we lose access to that calm, connected, creative part of ourselves. This is where most people live when they feel stressed and overwhelmed, yet are still trying to push through their to-do lists. It is a state of high-energy anxiety. Procrastination by keeping busy with unimportant tasks, feeling irritable, and being unable to sit still are all hallmarks of this sympathetic activation. But what happens if the threat feels too big to fight, or if we cannot run away from it? The polyvagal theory suggests we have one final survival strategy. Our nervous system can slam on the emergency brake and move to the bottom of the ladder into a state called dorsal vagal. This is our most ancient immobilization or shutdown response. Think of an animal playing dead to survive. In humans, this manifests as feeling numb, disconnected, foggy, and heavy. This is the deep, lethargic procrastination where you cannot even bring yourself to get off the sofa. It is not laziness, it is a profound physiological state of conservation and collapse. Your nervous system has an unconscious radar, called neuroception, that constantly scans for safety or danger, long before you think about it. It reacts to things like loud noises, facial expressions, or even a racing heart. Past experiences shape what feels safe or threatening, even if nothing is wrong now. To feel safe, show your body safety through deep breathing, grounding, or calming music. We've all been there, avoiding important tasks, feeling guilty, and calling it laziness. But procrastination is really a sign of a stressed, overwhelmed nervous system. Sometimes we get busy with small tasks. Other times we freeze and do nothing at all. It's not laziness, it's your body's way of coping with stress. The freeze response is more than just numbness. It's your body's ancient way of coping when fight or flight isn't possible. Immobilization once saved lives, but now modern stress can trigger it, leaving you feeling stuck, disconnected, and overwhelmed. The way out isn't force, but gentle cues of safety, reminding your body it's okay to come back online. Sarah was the picture of productivity, always busy, always organized. But inside, she was drowning in deadlines, avoiding the big tasks that truly mattered. Her endless busywork masked rising anxiety, a classic case of productive procrastination. Her breakthrough? Tackling her anxiety first, deep breaths, mindful breaks, so she could finally focus and thrive. Tom dreamed of writing a novel, but the blank page felt like a predator. Each day, he sat at his desk, overwhelmed and frozen by fear and self-doubt. Tom's journey back began with tiny steps, just sitting, breathing, and writing a single sentence. Slowly, he found his way back to his story. The stories of Sarah and Tom are not unusual. We all know the feeling, stuck in shame, blaming ourselves for procrastination. But true change begins when we get curious about our biology, not our character. Self-compassion, not self-criticism, is the first step to real progress. When stress or anxiety hits, your breath is the most powerful tool you have to regain control. Slow, deep breaths signal safety to your brain, shifting you from fight or flight to calm. Try the physiological sigh. 2 inhales through the nose, then a long exhale through the mouth. Or use box breathing. Inhale, hold, exhale, hold. Each for 4 counts. With every breath, you take back control. When our nervous system is dysregulated, we feel unmoored, lost in anxiety, or disconnected in a fog. Grounding techniques anchor us in the present, pulling our awareness to the sensations of our body and the support beneath us. Focus on your feet, notice the floor, and feel the stability it provides. This simple act signals safety to your nervous system. The orienting response is a natural, instinctual behavior that all animals, including humans, use to assess their environment. When an animal hears a sound or sees movement, it will pause and turn its head to scan its surroundings, seeking to determine if the stimulus is a threat, an opportunity, or something neutral. This act of orienting helps the animal situate itself in its environment and decide on the appropriate response. In our modern lives, where threats are often abstract and internal, we can consciously use this orienting response to calm our nervous system and bring ourselves back to the safety of the present moment. When you feel the beginnings of anxiety or shutdown, your focus tends to narrow. You might stare blankly at your screen or feel trapped by your own racing thoughts. The practice of orienting involves intentionally broadening your field of awareness by slowly and deliberately letting your eyes scan the room around you. Without judgment, simply allow your gaze to drift. Let your head and neck turn gently. Notice the objects, the colors, the shapes, the play of light and shadow. You are not looking for anything in particular. You are simply taking in your environment in a soft, curious, and non-demanding way. This practice works because it directly addresses the neuroceptive process of threat detection. When we are stressed, our nervous system is subconsciously scanning for danger. By consciously and slowly looking around our environment and confirming that there is no actual predator or physical threat present, we provide our body with direct evidence of safety. You are showing your ancient survival brain, not just telling it, that you are secure. As your eyes land on neutral or pleasant objects, a plant, a piece of art, the view from a window, you are sending gentle, reassuring signals that all is well. You can enhance this practice by engaging your other senses as well. After you have scanned the room with your eyes, you can gently turn your attention to what you can hear. Listen for the most distant sound, and then listen for the closest sound. Can you hear the hum of a computer, the faint sound of traffic, the chirping of a bird outside. Then, notice any smells in the air or the taste in your mouth. This full sensory engagement pulls you completely out of the abstract world of worry and into the rich, tangible reality of the here and now. It is a simple, yet profound way to interrupt the cycle of dysregulation. When stress hits, your body fills with energy, ready for action, but modern threats like emails leave that energy stuck, making you anxious. Movement is medicine. Even gentle stretching or shaking helps release tension, calm your system, and restore balance. We're wired for connection. From birth, our nervous systems learn to regulate through others. This is co-regulation. Being with calm, supportive people helps us feel safe and balanced. In a world that values independence, remember, we heal and thrive together. Sometimes the best tool is simply reaching out to someone who cares. To create lasting change, we must move from reacting to stress to proactively understanding it. Modern technology, especially AI and wearables, now lets us track our nervous system in real time. Devices monitor heart rate variability and other metrics, revealing how our bodies respond to daily life. This data acts as a personal weather report for your inner world, showing when your system is depleted before you even feel it. AI learns your unique patterns, connecting stress spikes to specific events or environments. With these insights, you can finally see and address the hidden triggers shaping your well-being. By layering your notes with physiological data, you build a personal stress blueprint, a map of your unique triggers. Tagging moments of stress and context helps AI reveal patterns, maybe your stress peaks before presentations or during Sunday evenings. Over time, you see the architecture of your stress, not just vague feelings. This blueprint removes the mystery from your moods and energy, empowering you to navigate life with clarity. The goal isn't to avoid all stress, but to approach it with awareness and preparation. With this map, you can meet challenges with more compassion for your body. We often normalize chronic stress, missing the signs until burnout hits. Objective data from wearables cuts through denial, showing the real impact of habits and situations on your body. You might think you're relaxing, but your data may reveal hidden stressors like suspenseful TV or late-night emails. Hard data motivates real change, helping you set boundaries and build healthier routines. It's not about chasing perfect numbers, but learning to recognize your body's signals and respond early. Data teaches you the language of your own nervous system. Data is only useful if it leads to action. Use your stress blueprint to design targeted interventions, like breaks after stressful meetings or protecting your most focused hours. Combine technology's insights with practical regulation tools for a personalized approach. This shifts you from unconscious reaction to conscious creation. By anticipating and preparing for triggers, you build resilience and thrive, not just survive. Technology becomes a mirror, helping you meet life's challenges with a grounded, regulated system. We've challenged the myth that relentless hustle equals success. True productivity and creativity depend on a regulated nervous system, not just willpower. Your body isn't sabotaging you, it's protecting you. Practical tools and AI-powered tracking help you honor your biology, not fight it. Sustainable achievement comes from internal safety, not constant struggle. Let go of the hustle myth. Real success is built on grounded presence. Real strength isn't suppressing feelings or pushing through exhaustion. It's the courage to listen to your body and respond with care, not criticism. Strength means pausing, setting boundaries, and seeking connection when needed. Vulnerability and asking for help are signs of biological intelligence, not weakness. Celebrate moments of regulation and self-compassion over relentless output. Your greatest strength is creating internal safety, allowing your best work and life to emerge. The ideas we have covered can feel like a lot to take in. You might be wondering where to even begin. The answer is simple. Begin where you are, with your very next breath. The journey to a regulated nervous system is not a grand, one-time transformation. It is a practice, built moment by moment, through small, consistent choices. It is not about perfectly executing every technique, but about gently and repeatedly turning your attention back towards your own well-being. The goal is not perfection. The goal is connection with yourself. So, let's start here, right now. I invite you to take one conscious deep breath. Breathe in slowly through your nose and feel your belly expand. Then, exhale even more slowly through your mouth, making a soft, sighing sound as the air leaves your body. Feel your shoulders drop as you let go of the breath. That's it. You have just taken your first active step. You have sent a deliberate signal of safety to your nervous system. You have reminded your body that in this present moment, you are okay. This single breath is the foundation of everything else. It is a tool that is always available to you, wherever you are. Your homework, if you choose to accept it, is to find just one small way to incorporate this practice into your daily life. Perhaps you can commit to taking 3 of these deep, sighing breaths before you open your laptop in the morning. Maybe you can set an alarm on your phone to pause for 1 minute of grounding in the middle of the afternoon. Or perhaps you can simply place a hand on your heart when you notice yourself feeling stressed, and whisper, "It's okay to feel this way." Choose one small, ridiculously achievable action that feels kind and supportive to you. Remember, you do not need more hustle. You need more safety. You do not need more discipline. You need more self-compassion. The goals you long to achieve are not waiting for you on the other side of a mountain of effort and self-flagellation. They are waiting for you in the quiet, calm, and clear-headed state that arises when your nervous system finally feels safe enough to let you create. Trust your body. Listen to its wisdom. Your capacity to focus, to persevere, and to build the life you truly want is not a battle to be won, but a sense of safety to be cultivated. And it all begins with your very next breath.